It's SacTown Movie Buffs TV with your hosts, Kier Stows and Bunny Stewart.
And welcome back to another edition of SacTown Movie Buff Television. Once again, it's your host, Kier the Critic.
And your bestie, Bunny Stewart.
And today in the studio, we have a Sacramento comedian legend, if you will. One of my favorite Sac comics, Mr. Johnny Taylor Jr. How you doing today, man?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for the kind words. When people call me a legend, I always wonder why they call me that, but I do appreciate it. I've been around. Once you've been around a long time, people just start calling you a legend. So.
Well, you're a very respected comic in the area. I've talked to a lot of comics. We've interviewed a lot of comics on this show, and a lot of them have referenced you either on or off the camera. So you're definitely somebody that is well known and well respected in the industry.
Am I blushing? I feel like
yeah.
I'm blushing.
So yeah, I mean, just a very, very funny guy. Definitely somebody who I wanted to sit down and talk with. I know I had you on. We did a comedy show. That's right, at Big Sexy.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it was about 2 years ago, something like that, year and a half, something like that.
Yep.
So that was the first time I actually got to hear you perform live, and just a hilarious guy.
Appreciate it. That was a fun show.
It's kind of deadpan comedy that you do, which I like.
Very much. Very dry.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
To ask the first question, kind of, how did you get involved in comedy? Was it something you always wanted to do, or?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of always did. It took me a long time to start. I started in my 30s, but yeah, I was always interested in it. Just never. I would come up with a lot of excuses, really, just to not start. I didn't know how.
Right.
And I remember when I was finally looking into it. I'll never forget this. I Googled who's the best comedian in Sacramento. This is back in 2010 now.
And you popped up?
No, it was funny. It was Keith Lowell Jensen,
okay,
who was one of my best friends.
Right.
But at the time, I didn't know who he was, and I remember watching him and being like, "This can't be right." This can't be the best one. But he had a show every week at Luna's, so I started going on Wednesday nights to Luna's, which is now called something else. But he would every Wednesday have these comedy nights, and I was like, oh man, I think I can maybe do this. So I went to an open mic at the Comedy Spot, and it went really well. Nice. And I was like, oh cool, this is easy,
right.
No problem. So I invited all my friends to the next week open mic, and I bombed. I bombed horribly.
Yeah.
And I remember a lot of my friends were like, "That's so cute that you tried to do that." And I was like,
isn't he trying his best?
Yeah. That's so sweet. He thought he could do that.
Oh gosh.
And I almost stopped, honestly. But I went back. There used to be an open mic at Po' Boys in Folsom, and I went and had a lot of fun. It didn't have the greatest set that night either, but I had so much fun just hanging out with comics that I was like, at least if nothing else, it gets me out of the house. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, it just kind of went from there. Yeah, from what I've told, and obviously I'm not a comedian, never wanted to do stand-up. It just sounds like a crazy thing to do to me. But everybody probably bombs a little bit at some point in their career, even still now.
It never goes away.
Yeah, you just have bad sets, from what I'm understanding.
Yeah, I mean, in the early goings, it happens a lot more frequently, but there's always one kind of looming,
Right.
To this day. I mean, I just maybe 4 or 5 months ago had a horrific bombing at a brewery show. And I was doing 45 minutes, and I literally just bombed for 45 minutes straight.
What do you think it is? Because it's you're telling
I got sad about it.
Yeah, you're telling similar jokes for the most part, right? You have a set. Is it just the audience, or is it just the vibe is just off? What causes that? To you?
I will choose to blame the audience.
Right.
No, I mean it's a combination of things.
Yeah.
It's a brewery show. People have been drinking.
Right.
A lot of people were there, didn't even know there was a comedy show,
right.
So they're not paying attention. And also, I have this nature where I will, if it's not going real well, I can get mean and antagonistic to the audience. So that wasn't helping things.
Yeah.
That's a surefire way to not have people get on your side.
I was
right?
if you don't like me, I'm gonna make you really hate me.
Right.
That's just in my nature. So. Yeah, so never really. I mean, I'm 15 years in now, and it disappear. It happens a lot less frequently, but it's part of comedy. It's part of the job. Sometimes you clock in and stuff doesn't go as well as you thought it was going to go.
100%.
Oh, wow. It's so brave, you know.
I mean, there's a lot more brave people out there. I mean, I'm not a firefighter.
You're not a firefighter, but maybe a firefighter wouldn't be able to get up and do what you do.
That's true. I like to think of it that way too.
Yeah.
I'm a true hero.
You are. This is the real hero, folks.
Yeah, it comes down to him. He's more of a hero than a firefighter. Is what he just
I
said.
think
I think that's
so.
what he
I
just
heard
said.
that too.
That's gonna be on social
Can we
media
quote you
tomorrow.
on that?
Yeah, please do.
We're all getting canceled tomorrow.
Yeah.
Johnny Taylor Jr. is never doing another show after we.
I know. Just brewery shows.
Or it's going to be
with
just
people.
firefighters in the audience, just like.
Yeah.
So do you do a lot of traveling? Because I know some comics stay more semi-locally, but I believe you kind of travel a little bit more frequently.
Yeah, about half the year I'm on the road as far as like weekends go. I traveled with Brian Posehn.
Right, I think I remember that.
One of my best friends, and we're in Calgary, August 14th to the 16th, doing the Laugh Stop. And I work with Chris Porter a lot, and then I'll headline, usually about 10 weekends a year.
Wow.
So, I'm on the road a lot, and it's hard to juggle, having a regular gig, having comedy. You have to have a lot of understanding people. Full-time girlfriend. It's like you're always kind of apologizing about not being around. But
yeah. I don't travel. I'm just a really busy guy, but I can sympathize and empathize with you. So
Right.
definitely, it's a tough world just to be in entertainment in general, because there's a lot that's demanding of you, and a lot of places that you have to do, and a lot of obligations that you get committed to.
Right, but I get to see a lot of cool places.
And that's the beauty of it. You get to see a lot of cool places, and you probably get to meet a lot of cool people because you're meeting a lot of comics at a lot of these shows that you probably haven't interacted with before.
Dude, I've met so many of my heroes. I mean, I've done shows with Robin Williams. It's
Good grief.
I mean, Brian Posehn was a hero before.
Right, yeah, 100%.
Now he's just my friend Brian, but
Right,
at one point he was, so it's kind of cool to see. Like, there's a Wale song where he says, "My idols say what's up to me," and it kind of feels like that.
Yeah. Once you're invested and you've got tenure like yourself, and you've kind of been around the gamut, people start knowing who you are, and you know who they are, and it's just kind of cool to be able to look up to somebody like a Brian, and then all of a sudden you guys are good friends, and now you're just like, oh, he's just Brian.
Right. Yeah, it's very cool. I wouldn't trade it. So.
What about shows here locally? Are there any shows that like someone could catch you out here locally that coming up? That
I do a semi-monthly show at the Callback Bar at the Punchline with Holly James, who's a very funny comic, and we just have the best comics around. Sac, Bay Area, and beyond. We'll have people come up from LA and people that are cruising through town. We'll have a set for them, and the next one's August 6th. I don't know when this airs, but August 6th at the Punchline Callback Bar, and it's always a really fun show.
Very cool. I definitely need to. I want to watch more stand-up. I get so busy, but that might be a show that maybe if I got some time, maybe I'll try to squeeze in and check that one out as well.
Let's get a group of us together and
I
go.
think you guys should. It's going to be fun.
I think that'd be really fun to
Really
go and check it out. Because I love comedy. I love stand-up. I love comedy. I do a lot. I go to a lot of Buddy Ramin. He invites me to a lot of his
Buddy's
shows.
the best.
Yeah, he invites me to a lot of shows that he does. So.
I love Buddy.
He was the MC for the show that we did there. And that's kind of how I actually got to know some of the comedians in the industry that are local here because of him. He was the one that said, "Oh, these are the people that you need to have on your show."
Yeah.
And I checked him out, and and I was like, "Oh, these people are awesome."
He's so funny, and what a sweet guy.
Yeah, really,
real sweetheart.
Yeah, really great guy. So if anybody wants to, reach out to you, they want to connect with you, what's the best way that they can get a hold of you?
Social media, at Hipsterocracy on Instagram, X, I guess it's called, and all the places.
I still want to call it Twitter, but
it'll forever in our hearts.
Yeah, you can call it what you can change the name to whatever. To me, it's still Twitter.
Yeah, but that's the place to find it, at Hipsterocracy, and I'll post my shows on there. So
very cool. Well, Johnny, thank you so much for being on the show with us today.
Thanks, man.
Great. Well, definitely happy to have you back. Like I said, I like to mix it up. We do know a lot of movie people on here, but I like to bring in comedy. I like to also bring in musicians as well because I like a lot of those things, and I think that they're all kind of film adjacent, if you will.
It's the arts community.
It
So
is.
you guys are doing a cool job.
Well, I
So.
appreciate it. Well, thank
thank
you again,
you.
and we'll have to have you back again soon.
Love to. Thank you.
Thanks, Johnny. Well, thank you once again for watching another edition of SacTown Movie Buff Television. We'll be back again soon with another episode. Have a great day.